Thank you for supporting us in the learning activities that occur between faculty and students. Your support, both emotional and financial, is important to the learning enterprise. To the Friends of Montana Tech, thank you for supporting us in all that we do. To the class of 2004, each of you has accomplished a personal goal, a milestone in your education. Today you join the alumni of Montana Tech, a group that is known for outstanding achievements. Your alma mater is proud of your accomplishments, and I challenge you to join our other alumni in doing those things that make this institution great. Today, it is my pleasure to honor a very special group of School of Mines alumni, our graduating class of 50 years ago. Celebrating their graduation's golden anniversary from the School of Mines, and with us today are members of the class of 1954. There were 33 degrees conferred 50 years ago, and today we have 7 members with us. At this time, I would like to have the class of 1954 make their way to the front and be duly recognized. We would like to acknowledge those in attendance today by presenting each of them with a bronze plaque. As your name is called, please cross the stage.
David Amos, bachelor degree in geological engineering. Stanley Fong, bachelor's degree metallurgical engineering. Harold Foss, bachelor's degree mining engineering. Robert Hall, bachelor's degree mining engineering. Daniel Petio, bachelor's degree petroleum engineering. William Shahan, bachelor's degree mining engineering. John Zellum, bachelor's degree in metallurgical engineering.
It is now our distinct pleasure to recognize 3 very important alumni of our institution. Assisting in the presentations will be Mr. Steve Zahara, President of the Alumni Association.
The Distinguished Alumni Award is based on the following criteria. The alumnus must have established a professional career for at least 10 years and have contributed an outstanding manner to the furtherance of his or her profession. Taking them one at a time, the recipients are, would the recipients please come forward as your name is called and stand next to the podium. Robert B. Bentley. Bob graduated from Montana Tech in 1974 with a BS degree in engineering science and joined Bentley Construction, where he climbed to the top of his engineering construction business. Bob has been super active in the Butte community. He was twice president of the lay ministry in his church and is a current board member, a Boy Scout leader, and a scout. He is a member of the Elks, and is a Mason. He recently constructed the Montana Tech Gateway Arch and contributed both professionally and financially to the cost of the archway. His company also did the renovation of the mill building. Bob served as president of the Alumni Association and continues his activity there. He currently serves on the Montana Tech Foundation Board of Directors as Vice President and Chairman of the Development Committee and as a member of the Chancellor's Roundtable. He and his family are staunch supporters of the Diggler Athletics. Bob, as President of Bentley Construction, has overseen the growth of the family-owned business from a smaller, mainly residential remodeling contractor to a major commercial building contractor in southwest Montana. Bob is a great credit to Tech and Butte. He and his wife, Marge, have 3 children, 2 of whom graduated from Tech, and 1 who will graduate from Butte High this year. Gordon R. Parker. Gordon Parker was born in Cape Town, South Africa, and as a youth became interested in business and law, particularly in mining. This ultimately brought him to the United States, where he enrolled at the Montana School of Mines. He graduated in 1958 with a BS in mining engineering, and in 1959 he received his master's degree in mineral dressing. He returned home for the next 16 years and worked in various technical and management positions with O'Keefe Copper Company and Sumet Corporation while working towards an MBA from the University of Cape Town. In 1966, he graduated and was named the Graduate School of Business Old Mutual Scholar. In 1975, he was promoted to managing director of both companies. In 1976, he received an Honorary Engineer of Mines award from Montana Tech. In 1981, he became Vice President of Operations for Newmont Mining Corporation. And in 1985, he became Chairman, President, and CEO. He also was awarded Montana Tech's Honorary Doctorate of Engineering and was the commencement speaker. Because of his leadership, Newmont is one of the largest gold companies in the world today. He retired from Newmont in 1994, but continues to serve the mining industry as a consultant. He serves on the board of directors of 3 major mining companies. His endowed scholarship continues to raise money annually for the students in mining, metallurgy, and geology. Gordon and his wife, Pam, currently reside in Castle Rock, Colorado. Jerry R. Schuyler. Jerry received his BS in Petroleum Engineering in 1977 and joined ARCO in Alaska in various engineering and operating assignments. In 1985, he moved to Lafayette, Louisiana with ARCO Oil and Gas, managing assets in Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, and offshore Gulf of Mexico. In 1991, he became production manager offshore in Houston, where he was responsible for all ARCO Gulf of Mexico operations and engineering support. In 1993, he was named Prudhoe Bay Field Manager for ARCO Alaska and in 1994 moved to Los Angeles as a planning manager, worldwide exploration and production. From 1996 to 2000, he was with Arco International Oil and Gas in Dubai, UAE, as president and managing director, Arco Middle East and Central Asia. In 2000, he joined Dominion Exploration and Production in Houston as senior vice president and general manager, onshore U.S. and then Eastern Onshore Division. In December 2003, Jerry became senior vice president for St. Mary's Land and Exploration Company with the initial responsibility to start a new regional office in Houston. He is highly respected within the oil and gas industry. Jerry has been extremely supportive of Montana Tech and the Petroleum Engineering Department, serving on the Petroleum Advisory Board and using his extensive oil and gas contacts in Houston for placement of graduates or scholarship support. He has given unselfishly, not only of his time, but financially as well. He and his family reside in Katy, Texas.
Responsible for managing offshore oil and gas activities and for collecting all of the revenues generated from mineral development on federal and Indian lands. Dr. Middleton received his undergraduate degree in marine biology from the University of Massachusetts at North Dartmouth. He received his master's and doctorate degrees in marine science from the College of William and Mary, where he studied deep sea and salt marsh fish populations. In the early 1990s, he was selected to be the project officer to manage a training and technical assistance program with Hungary. The overall goal of U.S. policy was to help Hungary complete its difficult economic and political transformation after the fall of the Iron Curtain. In 1995, he was asked to head an effort to initiate environmental training programs for natural gas development in Russia. He traveled to Western Siberia to negotiate with Russian federal and local government officials on the development and implementation of a training and technical assistance program. In 1999, he was a member of the U.S. delegation working with the Bangladesh government to address energy development issues within Bangladesh and to investigate regional issues of natural gas development. He has also had the unique experience of living on the bottom of the Baltic Sea for a week while performing research in an underwater habitat off the coast of Germany. Dr. Middleton is a career civil servant, a member of the Federal Senior Executive Service, and his excitement these days comes from racing cars at various racetracks up and down the East Coast. Dr. Robert Middleton.
Definitely want to thank Montana Tech and Chancellor Gilmore for the opportunity to come to this beautiful country. When I was telling my friends that I'd be coming to Montana Tech to present give the commencement speech, the first thing they said, "What a beautiful country. You're going to have a great time there." The second thing they said was, "What hospitality. People will welcome you with open arms." And I have to say, Chancellor Gilmore, that it went well beyond my expectations as you had the student body put my initial up on the top of Big View. Now, I've been to a number of these, either my own or friends and family, and they typically fall into two categories. They're either somber and serious, or they're uplifting and optimistic. I'm hopeful that we're going to go with the uplifting and optimistic today. realize I happen to be one of the impediments between you and your official degree, so we're going to keep this as short as possible. A lively crowd, I like that. Now, students, I know over the last few months, scrambling to get classwork papers done, prepare for finals, and probably finalizing your job hunts. It's been hectic, but now you're here and ready to close the undergraduate chapter in your life. This is quite a momentous occasion. You were wise to choose Montana Tech. In doing a little bit of research, I was really amazed at some of the statistics that I was able to pull off the internet. One of those was that the placement of Montana Tech graduates is extraordinary. Over the last 10 years, over 95% of the graduates through Montana Tech have had job placement immediately after graduation. And in the last few years, it's been better than 97%. I think that's just extraordinary, and it's really a testament to the education that you receive here at Monatech. Now, more importantly to your parents, is that the average salary of graduates from Montana Tech is over $40,000, with some of those significantly higher. Now, of course, the reason this is important to your parents is that you're going to be self-supporting very soon. And if you do happen to boomerang back to the home nest, they can at least charge you room and board. I think that everyone who's going to have to give a commencement address really thinks back to their commencements to try and get some inspiration and some guidance on what topics should be talked about and how to present them. This is when my first moment of panic set in, because I realized that as I thought back to my commencements, I didn't remember one thing that anybody had said to me. Now you have to realize that I had Ralph Nader at my bachelor's commencement and Tom Brokaw at my doctorate commencement. So I came to the realization that if I didn't remember what those distinguished people were able to say to me to inspire me, I have little hope of inspiring you beyond lunchtime tomorrow. But I have to give it a try. And one thing that came up last night at a dinner that we were at, alumni dinner, was that Tug Eaton, who represented the class of 2004, making a speech, said something very interesting. Well, actually, he said a lot of things that were interesting, but this is the only one I'm going to bring up. He said that one thing that Montana Tech did for all the graduates was to make you think. And this is a skill that will carry you forward throughout the rest of your life. This thinking ability is what I'd like you to use to help inspire yourself as you start moving forward. There's a concept that I like to refer to as sort of the circle of education. If you think back, graduates, when you were very young, your parents were able to teach you certain things, certain skills that would sort of make you survive. Fire is hot. Look both ways when you cross the street. They taught you your ABCs and how to count. And then as you moved on into grade school, the teachers there would teach you reading, writing, and arithmetic, skills that you needed to advance further in the social structure. And when you got to high school and then on into college, you had the opportunity of having dedicated teachers distill the history of knowledge that was found throughout the world and tell you what was important to know. And this is what's been happening in the education process you're in. However, now as you step out on your own, this is where you have an opportunity to contribute to the community of knowledge that will then be used to teach future generations. This is an awesome opportunity for you to really make a mark on the world. I know, though, as some of you step out, that there's a little bit of fear of perhaps not succeeding. Up to this point, you have all been successful in life. I recall last night that it was said that when you came to freshman orientation, that the faculty asked you to look to your left, look to your right, and two of you wouldn't be around for this day. However, these are the people who succeeded and are here today to graduate. But now as you step out into jobs, into real life, there is going to be that fear of failure. And you shouldn't shy away from it. Because how we advance knowledge is to go out and try new things. And not all new things work. However, this is how you will learn and learn how things do work, is to take advantage of your skills, take advantage of the knowledge you have, feel confident that you can step out and be innovative and try new things. Thomas Edison, I know, has a special affinity for this area of the country. And Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed, but I have found 10,000 things that don't work." One of the things that I was asked to talk a little bit about was energy, because this school is known for the graduates getting into the energy field or mineral development field. But before that, there's one other class of graduates that I really should recognize. Healthcare in this country right now is very important, and it's going to continue to increase in importance. And one of the statistics that I ran across was that 126, or over 25% of the graduating class, are nurses. And I'd like to congratulate them for their career choice and the life they chose to lead. Now, having been around the faculty of Montana Tech for the last couple of days, I'll have to say, I think there might be a little bit of an ulterior motive. The faculty of Montana Tech is pretty wily. Those of you that are engineering know the concept of when you pump groundwater out of the ground, that you form a cone of depression. I think what the faculty of Montana Tech is trying to do is turn that theory on its head. They think that if they continue to graduate a lot of nurses from Montana Tech, they will have a cone of availability. And then as they retire and get a little more crotchety, they'll have 3 or 4 private nurses all of themselves. I think it's a little bit ironic, actually, that I stand before you right now. Exactly 30 years ago, I was sitting out, as you are there, getting my marine biology degree from University of Massachusetts. And that was in 1974. I was blissfully unaware of energy and energy issues. I was looking forward to moving on to my graduate studies. However, in thinking back about my senior year, there was still trouble on the horizon. In 1973, during the Yom Kippur War, when Egypt and Syria invaded the disputed territories, Golan Heights and West Bank, they were beaten back with the help of Western Europe and the United States. As a result, the Arab oil exporting countries embargoed oil deliveries to the United States. And this started in October 1973. Caused a great disruption in the United States. I remember that as I was driving back and forth to home, we would have to wait in line for gasoline. I had an odd number at the end of my license plate, and I could only get gasoline on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We had a difficult time. In some cases, gasoline wasn't delivered to any of the stations. And it sort of culminated in December of 1973 when the president announced that he would not light the national Christmas tree because of the energy crisis. In 1973, we were importing 35% of the oil that we use domestically. As of last month, we're importing 65% of the oil we're using domestically. I think, as I travel around the country, that many of us in this nation don't realize what natural resources mean to us, our economy, and our way of life. And I think that the graduates of this class from Montana Tech have the opportunity to really make some extraordinary strides in advancing technology and knowledge of mineral development, both energy and non-energy, in this country. And I'm hopeful that all of you will take a very forward look, will be innovative in your jobs, and will try and provide some of the additional technologies that we need to maintain the country the way it is. I titled my talk, actually, The Road Before Yogi Sport. Now, I think most of you catch the reference to Yogi Berra. As much as it pains me to say this, Yogi Berra was a Hall of Fame catcher for the Yankees in the middle of the last century. However, he's known for his yogiisms. He would say things like, "Nobody goes there anymore, it's too crowded." And of course, the infamous, "When you come to a fork in the road, take it." Now, most times, it's used throughout commencement speeches throughout the country, but it's usually thrown out there as a statement. Throughout my life, I think I've had the opportunity to sort of follow that advice and add the philosophy that I interpreted from what he said. I've always viewed that as being a fork in the road, being an opportunity. I heard this statement very early in life and sort of followed it, and I sort of understood what Yogi was saying. But then, as I started thinking about it, I wanted to investigate it a little bit more. Now, originally, when Yogi Berra said this statement, he was simply giving directions to his house. It just worked out that his house in New Jersey, when you came to a fork, either side took you to his house. So it made perfect sense to him. However, people have been interpreting this for many, many years. Last year, I was watching TV, and one of the news magazine shows came on, and they had a guest who was Justin Kaplan, who is the chief editor of quotations, of Bartlett's Preliminary Quotations. And he made a statement that Yogi Berra had 8 quotations in the 2003 edition. That's more than any living president. But he also made a statement, which I found curious, is he said, "Can you imagine a commencement speech without, when you come to a fork in the road, take it? It's impossible to conceive. And it leaves the young graduates in a state of total confusion and wonderment, which is the way it should be." Now I give you all much more credit than that. In fact, Yogi Berra himself tried to explain a few years ago why he thinks that statement cuts such a chord with the American public. and it is one of taking opportunity. What he said was he thinks that what people should take to the heart when they hear, when you come to a fork in the road, take it, is to keep trying. Stay humble, trust your instincts, most importantly, act. When you come to a fork in the road, take it. I think Yogi's advice is well to be adhered to now as it was in the last century. I'll leave you with some closing statements. Number one, please try to add to the community of knowledge as you move forward in life. It's what makes our nation better each and every year. Number two, trust your instincts. Don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. You will learn from it, and from failing, you will learn what works. And lastly, take Yogi's advice, but take the advice that he put forward on the road before the fork. Be humble, keep trying, trust your instincts. Thank you, and congratulations to all.
Thank you, Dr. Milton. The Rose and Anna Bush Faculty Achievement Awards will be presented by Dr. Susan Patton, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Research. Dr. Patton.
The Rose and Anna Bush Faculty Achievement Awards are presented to a faculty member in each college of Montana Tech in recognition of their extraordinary accomplishments in teaching, research, and scholarship. These awards are funded from monies held by the Montana Tech Foundation. Will the recipients please stand as your name is read? This year, the Achievement Awards are presented to, from the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Information Technology, Douglas Abbott, Business and From the College of Mathematics and Sciences, Amy Coonsey. From the School of Mines and Engineering, Steve Anderson and Rod James. And from the College of Technology, Kathleen Wright. And from the part-time faculty, Andrea Sterling.
The Butte chapter of the Montana Society of Engineers presents its Gold Medal Award to the outstanding engineering student from the graduating class of Montana Tech. This award is unique in that the finalists are selected first by their professors and then by their peers. Nomination for this award is based upon the student's scholastic achievement, community involvement, and extracurricular activities. Each year, the selection committee struggles with the determination of the recipient because of the tremendous quality and the achievements of the finalists. This year, of course, was no different. This year's nominees for the Montana Society of Engineers Gold Medal Award are, and if you could please stand when I state your name, Darby Stacey, Metallurgical Engineering, Aaron Hunter, Petroleum Engineering, Kyle Heitkamp, Environmental Engineering, Jackie Hogart, Petroleum Engineering, each of these nominees is to be congratulated on their outstanding achievements. Please join me again to congratulate all four of those finalists. After much consideration this year, the recipient of the Montana Society of Engineers Gold Medal Award is Jackie Hogart.
For 104 years, Montana Tech has epitomized quality in education. It is a reputation that has been heard all over America and in many other parts of the world. It is a reputation that has stood the test of time and improved with each year. It is my distinct pleasure today to preside in honoring some of the individuals who this year have helped to carry on the Montana
Presents the candidates for certificates or associate degrees at Montana Tech at the University of Montana.
By authority of the Board of Regents of Higher Education, I confer upon you the certificate or associate degree in the field appropriate to your course of study, together with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the obligations and responsibilities thereto appertaining. In witness thereof, you will advance to the platform.
Please be seated. And with the certificate and Associate of Applied Science, please stand and come forward. Irma E. Clark, with honor. Elizabeth Betty Boggs, with honor. Christy Bonko, with high honor. Nicolette Lynn Christians, with honor. Stephanie Lynn Gazzaro, with high honor. Donnie R. McIntyre. Jody Marie Record. Arnold J. Saucedo, Sr., with honor. Barbara A. Biggers. Gilbert Herrera, with honor. Jason Ray Record. Terry J. Elgie, with honor. Travis Paul Fries, with honor. Shirley M. Coughlin. Robert A. Pidgeot. Clifford B. Rickey, with honor. Ross A. Bushley, with honor. Michelle Sherry Coaster. Mark Anthony Fink, with honor. David Isola. Becca Camps. Susan M. King, with high honor. Heather Renee Newman, with honor. Clifford Michael Wilcox. Melissa Lee Morris, with honor. Zachary Grant Trent, with high honor. William August Brand. Bonnie Lee Bailey. Dory Green, with honor. Michelle Grunhauser, with honor. Christine A. James, with honor. Jamie S. Adams, with high honor. Matthew Lane Martika, with high honor. And registered nursing candidates, please stand and come forward.
How's it going?
Elizabeth Adams with high honor. Barbara C. Berry with honor. Donna M. Biltine with honor. Kelly Brannon with honor. Brianna Lee Burns with high honor. Don Rochelle Butler. Robert A. Chadwick. Annie Cox. Deanne Cushing with honor. Audrey Renee D. Annie Elizabeth Gibbs with honor. Yvette Lynn Gonzalez with honor. Pamela K. Graham. Christine Michelle Gravely with high honor. Albert Lewis Gay III. Lorraine Teresa Height. And Helga. Lacey L. Henderson. Sheila M. Heddick with high honor. Harold J. Kornrein with high honor, the third. Erin Kayleen Hunter with high honor. Martha Jessup with high honor. Julie L. Kruger. Brianna L. Leash with high honor. Priscilla Ann Levitt with honor. Dusty Robin Nicholas with high honor. Heather G. Lender. Jessica Ann Moe with high honor. Isabel Kim O'Brien with high honor. Jennifer Ann Pentecost. Tommy Lynn Brusich. Teresa Nadine Quillisi. Melinda Jo Schleman with honor. Mickey L. Simonson. Maggie Smith with honor. Lindsay Thatcher with honor. Paul Brooks Wan with high honor. Kimberly Raven Reese with high honor.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Information Technology will be presented by Dean Doug Abbott.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Information Technology please rise? Now give yourselves a round of applause. Chancellor of Higher Education, I have the honor to present the bachelor candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Information Technology at Montana Tech.
By authority of the Montana Board of Regents of Higher Education, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science or Bachelor of Science in the field appropriate to your course of study, together with right, privileges, and honors, as well as the obligations and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and witness of whereupon you may advance to the platform.
Please be seated. And with the Bachelor's of Applied Science in Business and Bachelor's of Applied Science in Business Information Technology, please stand and come forward.
Kelsey McNabb's diploma will be presented by John McNabb. Jen Hansen's diploma will be presented by Holly Hansen.
Tina Jackson Gutori with high honor. Chad Stephen Leising. Richard R. Merritt. Sarah J. Willis with honor. Robert J. Androli Jr. Lacey Lynn Austin. Kyle B. Barsness. Angela Rose Walsh with honor. Roseanne Benson. Edward Francis Brown. Brianna L. Bergman. Peter Camp Chapin II. Sidra Janelle Chase. Douglas James Arthur Grant with honor. Chad M. Orr. Catherine McComber Pope with honor. Amanda A. Hinman. Isaac Paul Incarado. Joshua Joseph Krieger. Shaman Jean Malkovich. Yes. Kelsey E. McNabb with honor. Annette Floyer Maher with honor. Luke Allen Meyer. Kayla Minahan. Lindsay Renee Morali with honor. Kyle Edwin Pettigrew. Teresa A. Seckham. Brandon Charles Smith with honor. Daniel Scott St. Germain with high honor. Edward Matthew Steffen. Michael J. Sullivan Jr. Stacy Ann Summers. Jane Lee Sutton with high honor. Colette Kelly Bond. Tina M. Wright with honor. Amanda Ann Zahn. Bonnie E. Buchholz. In the Bachelor of Science in Information and Technology and Design, Jamie S. Adams with high honor. Donald J. Dinkley with high honor. Linda Larson Downey with honor. Cole B. Shama with honor. Thomas B. Goyette with honor. Ben Allen Hager with honor. Jens M. Hansen. Patrick James Kane with honor. Paul D. Kroenke with honor. Adrena Rebel Leptall with high honor. Matthew L. Martinka with high honor. Jamie L. Rankin. Timothy H. Stevens. Now we have the candidates for Liberal Studies. Philip Jacobs Nell with honor. Lynn Ann Spiegel with high honor. Patricia Forso Wright with honor. Kelly May Asham. And this is the Bachelor of Science in Professional Technical Communication. Wendy Dyer with honor. Erin Marie Najawa. Rebecca Linnell with honor. Jamie McCollum with high honor. Tammy J. Ross with honor.
We were watching a hockey game. This kid was
Please be seated.
The candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Mathematics and Sciences will be presented by Dean Douglas Coe.
Will the candidates for Bachelor's of Science degree in the College of Mathematics and Sciences please rise? This group includes the first Montana Tech Nursing Bachelor of Science graduates. Mr. Chancellor, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Regents of Higher Education, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degree in the College of Mathematics and Sciences at Montana Tech.
By authority of the Montana Board of Regents of Higher Education, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science or Bachelor of Science in the field appropriate to your course of study, together with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the obligations and responsibilities thereto appertaining. In witness whereof, you may advance to the platform.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Biological Sciences and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Biology please come forward? Jessica M. Bertolio with honor. Christina P. Krumsky. Janalee K. Sucken with high honor. Tara Reva Zolnikov with honor. Will the degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Chemistry please come forward? Joseph David Henrich with high honor. Nadine Frances Johnson with honor. Courtney Lynn Kemp with honor. Jennifer A. Norman. Gordon Vinicky. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Degree in Computer Science please stand and come forward? Allison with honor. Bart Campbell. Daniel R. Cleary with high honor. Jeremy Michael Pesher with honor. Andrew S. Ho. Christopher Bryant Johnson. Travis Ryan Floyd Doak with honor. The candidates for the bachelor's degree in mathematical sciences, please rise and come forward. Travis Ryan Floyd Doak with honor, mathematical sciences. Scott Frank Marsh. Stephen J. Walsh with honor. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in registered nursing please rise and come forward? Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the School of Mines Engineering please rise? Mr. Chancellor, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Regents of the Higher Education, I have the honor to present the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the School of Mines and Engineering at Montana Tech.
By authority of Montana Board of Regents of Higher Education, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in the field appropriate to your course of study, together with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the obligations and responsibilities thereto appertaining. In witness whereof, you may advance to the podium.
Please be seated. Will candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science Environmental Engineering please stand and come forward?
All right, cool. Let's get home.
Jeff Burrows. Kelly L. Byron with honor. Sean A. Everett with high honor. Brienne Julia Bunston. Brett Wayne Gallo. Brandon R. Green. Lindsay M. Guzzo with honor. Kyle M. Heitkamp with high honor. Jessica R. Jeffrey. Melanie Alana Madden. Eric Allen Manline with honor. Christopher J. Murphy with honor. Joel J. Nickel. Joseph William Phillips with high honor. Peter Lewis Plant III with honor. Kenan Christopher Pomeroy. Corey Sager. Andrew Charles Shell. Richard Quinton Warhay with honor. for the Bachelor of Science degree in General Engineering, please stand and come forward. Seth Alexander. Leland J. Anders with honor. Justin C. Brunel. John Curry with honor. Blaine Delwo with honor. Dustin L. Dennison. Nathan William Driggers with honor. Chance J. Ellis. Luke Matthew Evans. Don M. Giovanini with honor. William M. Gramales. Deborah L. Harvey with honor. Kareem Heisler with honor. Catherine J. Holst with honor. Ronald D. Isaacson with honor. Zachary Casmer D. Jurla. Michael Jones. Kent Leroy Call with honor. Kyle C. Kastelitz with honor. Kelly Joe Keever with honor. Nate Cagle. Carrie Kinden. Tony Lars Lamping. Adam G. Lawrence. Shay K. Lewis. Keith Meredith. Bradley James Miller with honor. Emily Elizabeth Peterson. TJ Raymaker. Dana Joe Riley. Jared C. Robertson. Todd Schwabitz with honor. Rob D. Schwinn. J.T. Spangler. Benjamin Ray Steele. Eddie S. Stewart. Clinton S. Stump with honor. Paul N. Unmack. Tyson B. Watson. Brian J. Wilkins. The candidates for Bachelor of Science degree, Geological Engineering, please stand and come forward. You may be seated. Whitney Roy Adams. Richard Michael Bars. Tammy Denise Deputy. Adam Dillon with honor. Megan Joyce Donovan with honor. Ty Jeffrey Lasich. Gregory W. Lorenzen with honor. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Geophysical Engineering please come forward? Cleet Zeiler with honor. Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering and Metallurgical Engineering please stand and come forward?
One day she's like a big computer. One day we go home.
Scott David Bonensteel with high honor. Durant Allen Anderson. Chase Andrew Benson with honor. Martin Andrew Lighters with honor. Brian Ross. Darby Lynn Stacy with high honor. Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science Mining Engineering please stand and come forward?
What's that? Oh, does he?
Dan Milmine with honor. Justin Gerald Sullivan. Travis Zolnikov. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree Occupational Safety and Health please stand and come forward? Leonard Andrew Altenberg with honor. Stephen Michael Berry with honor. Jeremy Lee Butcher. Daniel Robert Fitzpatrick with honor. Jared J. Rowe. Billy Rose, he does it with honor. Connor M. Hogan. Michael Roger Holmes. Shauna Ray Malloy with honor. Alexander C. Maple with honor. Margaret Diane Martell. Andrew J. Martinson. Holly Ann McCammon with honor.
Now let's go home.
Ryan Patrick Morris with honor.
Picture, I bet he's
Clinton J. Pipely with honor. James E. Scott. Jennifer Ray Scoyen with honor. Melissa Joy Swanson with honor. Please be seated. And will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Petroleum Engineering please rise and come forward.
Rob out of the gate.
Nar Mohammed Sabri Ibrahim Abdul Hamayel with honor. Troy Allen Adair. Talal A. Al-Hassawi. Awaf Ibrahim Al-Zayed Akram with honor. Ahmed Al-Khalif with honor. Asif Iqbal Balbali. Abdulillah and Adel Balto with honor. Jennifer Lynn Dyke with honor. Doug Allen Knight with honor. Michael William Foster with honor. Nathan J. Roberts with high honor. Joseph Miles Hanna with high honor. Rhett J. Halverson. Garth S. Hill with high honor. Dale F. Hopwood. Aaron M. Hunter with high honor. James Peter Dmee. Christopher D. Bukalak. Elizabeth Doris Larson. Murray G. M. Krausert. Daniel Vincent Marr. Aaron S. Minnerath. Mark J. Padgett with high honor. Nicholas J. Stanford with honor. Jillian Alicia Powell. Jennifer Lynn Olson. Jacqueline Hogarth with honor. Michael Paul Savura. Matthew Richard McCleary. Tyson Eric Schwartz. Michael H. Reamer with honor. Santi Timbank Bianzon with honor. Jonathan Cole Waterfield Orley.
No, baby stand yourself.
The candidates for master's degrees will be presented by Dr. Joseph Bagheera, Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Studies.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Mr. Chancellor, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Regents of Higher Education, I have the honor to present to you candidates for the degrees of Masters of Science at Montana Tech.
By authority of the Montana Board of Regents of Higher Education, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in the field appropriate to your course of study, together with all rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the obligations and responsibilities thereto appertaining. In witness whereof, you will receive your diploma and be invested with a hood appropriate to the master's degree.
Will the master's candidates all please come forward? Master's degree, Project Engineering and Management, Michael R. Brown. Master's degree, Project Engineering and Management, Christopher A. Beese. Master of Science degree, Environmental Engineering, Devin Justine Clary. Master of Science, Environmental Engineering, Maharajan Kalazan. Master of Science, General Engineering, Jody D. Bellinger Woods. Master of Science, Geoscience, Geochemistry, Heath Donald Watts. Master of Science, Geoscience, Geological Engineering, Catherine Kelly Clapp. Master of Science, Geoscience, Geophysical Engineering, Clete D. Zeiler. Master of Science, Metallurgical Mineral Processing Engineering, L. David Fowler. Master of Science, Metallurgical Mineral Processing Engineering, Jared Loyal Sundberg. Master of Science, Mining Engineering, Jingwei Lee. Master of Science, Petroleum Engineering, Kurt Weiss Malmstrom. Master of Science, Technical Communication, Roberta I. Bell. Master of Science, Technical Communication, Stephen James Luft. Master of Science, Technical Communication, Susan A. Matson. Master of Science, Technical Communication, Kelly Lee Spear. And Master of Science, Technical Communication, Nathan J. Tobin.
staff of Montana Tech, I extend to all the graduates our sincere congratulations and best wishes for the future. And thanks to you and your families, and to all our friends from Montana Tech for your continuing efforts in supporting Tech this past year. Immediately following this exercise, there will be a reception in the sub. We invite all of you to attend, and I congratulate all of you on having made history at Montana Tech by enduring the wind of this beautiful afternoon. If you would please remain until the processional, and then the graduates can mix with your family and receive their congratulations. Thank you very much. Please stand.
Stay close.